Assalamu alaikum. We're looking at book 2 and we're looking at reading and writing, and we're in unit 4, and the skill we're looking at is the vocabulary skill. This vocabulary skill is on page 82, and the skill is about using the dictionary. Using a dictionary is really important. It's very important, and it's something that you need to do, and you need to understand how to do if you want to learn English to a high level. The problem with using a dictionary or reading a dictionary is that in a dictionary they try and put a lot of information in a very small space, because they don't have much space for every word. They need to put thousands and thousands of words in the dictionary, so every word they only have a small space for each word, and they need to abbreviate the information, make the information short, use lots of abbreviations or short words, so it can be difficult to understand. So it's very important that we learn how to use the dictionary so that we can benefit from the dictionary. So the dictionary, as you know, gives us the definition of the word. It tells us the meaning of a word, but it also gives us more. It gives us the pronunciation of the word, how to say the word. It tells us the part of speech that the word is. Is the word a noun? Is the word a verb? Is the word an adjective, or is it another part of speech? And a dictionary will also give you example sentences, so you can see how to use the word in a sentence, and it can also give you other forms of the word. One important thing to note is when you read the example sentences, notice which prepositions are used with a particular verb. You might have a verb, which is the word that you're looking at in the dictionary if it's a verb, and you might have prepositions that you use with the verb, and naturally, in natural speech, people use this preposition with the verb. Take note of which prepositions are used with the verb that you're looking at, and that will help you to use the word correctly in speech. Let's look at an example first. So this is an example. The word we're looking at is financial. This is the word we're looking at. And the first thing you notice, there are dots here, 1 and 2. So it's telling us that this word has 3 syllables. Financial. So when you say this word, financial, it has 3 syllables. So that's something that we learned. And then it's telling us the pronunciation of the word. The pronunciation using the phonetic alphabet, not the English alphabet. Using the phonetic alphabet. This is a little difficult to understand because we don't study the phonetic alphabet. A tip here is try and use an online dictionary on a web page where you can listen. They will have an audio of this word, and you can listen to how the word is pronounced. Some dictionaries online, they have the audio in British English and they have the audio in American English, so you can choose which one you want to listen to. Sometimes there's a difference in pronunciation between the American and the British English pronunciation. So this is the first thing. It shows us how many syllables in the word. It shows us how to pronounce the word. And it shows us what part of speech this word is. What part of speech. So this word, financial, is an adjective. And the meaning of financial is something to do with business. It's a word that we use for business. And the definition, here's the definition. The definition is connected with money. So the meaning of financial is connected with money. This is the fourth thing. They give us the definition. After that, they've given us some example sentences. They've given us 1 example sentence, 2 example sentences. 2 example sentences. This is the 5th thing. Number 5, example sentences. And they've also given us another form of the word. So the word we're looking at, financial, is an adjective. And another form, another part of speech, a word that is linked to this word, is financially, and this is an adverb, financially. So it's another form of the word financial. So they've given us a lot of information in a very small space. It's important to understand how a dictionary works so that we can take the maximum benefit and so that we can progress in our English when we go to university and even after that. Let's look at the exercises. We're looking at this dictionary entry, and the dictionary entry is for the word compete. Compete. So we read the dictionary entry and answer the questions. The first question is, which prepositions are used with the verb compete? And we know it's a verb because it says here the part of speech is a verb. So the verb compete, which prepositions are used with the verb compete? Compete against, compete with, and compete for. And we have some abbreviations here. SB, STH. SB, it means somebody, talking about a person. STH, something. SB, this is just short for somebody, and STH, it's an abbreviation for something. So they're trying to save space in the dictionary by using these abbreviations. You compete against somebody, you compete with somebody, or you compete for something. So these three are the prepositions that are used with compete. Against, with, and for. Great. Let's look at the next question. The question is, which prepositions are used in these phrases? Compete something or something, a person. A person. They're talking about somebody, a person. So you compete against a person or you compete with a person. We compete against or we compete with. Compete against a person or compete with a person. And remember, compete is to try and win something, or to try and achieve something, or to try and be better than somebody else. This is compete. This is the definition of compete. So you compete against someone in the class, you try and be the best student in the class. You compete with someone, you try and get better marks than him in the exam. Compete the championship. Let's have a look at the example sentences. This example sentence, the teams are competing for the state championship. So here they are competing for the championship, competing for the championship, the teams. Compete for the championship. Compete each other. Each other, compete each other. Look at this example sentence. When they were kids, they always used to compete with each other. Compete with each other. Compete with each other. With somebody, compete with each other. When they were children, they always competed with each other. Olympic Games, compete. Look at this example sentence. The world's best athletes, people who do sports for a profession, for their job, the world's best athletes compete in the Olympic Games. So they compete in the Olympic Games. This is a preposition here, compete in. You compete in the Olympic Games. Let's look at the next question. And the question is, which example sentence shows that compete is not just for sports, not only for sports? We don't only use the word compete for sports. Which example sentence? The world's best athletes compete in the Olympic Games, talking about sports. The teams are competing for the state championship, talking about sports. When they were kids, they always used to compete with each other. Maybe talking about sports, or maybe not talking about sports. They had to compete against several larger companies to get the contract. So here they're talking about companies that compete in business. Maybe two companies that sell phones. They compete to see who can sell the most phones, who can get the most customers. So they compete in business. The companies compete in business. So this sentence, the last sentence, is the sentence that shows us we can use the word compete not only in sports, but for other things also. So using a dictionary is very useful, and it gives us a lot of information. It's a really useful skill to have. We need to practice using a dictionary. The more you use a dictionary, the easier it will become for you. You'll be able to find words quickly. You'll be able to understand the language. You'll be able to understand what the information the dictionary is trying to give you, and it will benefit you in your language. I hope you also benefited from this video, and I thank you for watching.